Based on the YouTube series of the same name, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is a mockumentary about Marcel, a talking shell who lives with his grandmother in a human house. He is the subject of an interview by a filmmaker renting out the house, and during the process, the two decide to use Marcel's new YouTube fame as an attempt to find his lost family. Strange? Yes. Surprisingly emotional and heartfelt? Absolutely. Prior to seeing this film, I had no idea who Marcel was or the YouTube videos he appeared in. I just thought this was an interesting looking film by the studio A24. After seeing a trailer for it in front of Everything Everywhere All at Once, something about it felt so wholesome and sweet, I had to see it. Finally finding a theater that showed it, I got my ticket, entered a nearly empty theater room, and was charmed to death by what I saw. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is an adorable film about being happy with who you are, while also knowing the importance of family. It's not entirely deep, but something this pleasant doesn't need to be. The mockumentary approach is a nice touch, with Marcel and his grandmother being interviewed about how they live their lives, the trauma they've both experienced, and the hardships that follow throughout the course of the film. Marcel himself is extremely likable, with the demeanor of that of a very smart yet inquisitive child. The stop motion is also very well done. I didn't realize it was stop motion at first, but after seeing it listed as such in the credits and online, it blew me away to learn that. It's always fun to see stop motion utilized whenever possible. I also really enjoy the ambiance-like music. Because it's a mockumentary, there's not really a soundtrack. That's not to say there isn't music, but more of the sound, when used, is kind of a peaceful droning sound, something you'd probably hear in meditation videos. When the film wants to get emotional or downright sad, it accomplishes this effectively. Never did I expect to feel sad for Talking Shells, but here I am reminiscing about the film, and yes, it is possible some people could potentially cry in this movie. One last thing that I really liked was seeing the creative ways Marcel and his grandmother live their lives in such a giant house. There really is a lot of imagination in this movie, which is very commendable. There's not a whole lot else to say about Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, other than it should be getting much more attention right now. It's a short movie, clocking in at around an hour and a half long, so it's a quick watch. The movie has a delightful lead character, charming animation, tranquil music, and a surprisingly engaging enough story. Honestly, it might dethrone Everything Everywhere All at Once as my new favorite film. We live in a world where most family films are dominated by Disney, DreamWorks, and other big studios, but it's wonderful, and important, to know other little studios and filmmakers out there can create equally as imaginative films as Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Thanks, this is an O.M.M review. This is O.M.M, signing out.